So, guys, welcome to another episode of Shock the System podcast. Lol Ramos here. We're back in the studio, and today we have a very special guest because we have one of the youngest um, Ironman World Championships qualifier. And recently, she just qualified in the Ironman Puerto Princesa race way back in March, correct? Yeah. So
Yes.
we have today with us in the studio, and by the way, the Pod Network here in Mandaluyong. Grabe. It's so nice, no? It's our first time here. Go check it out, guys. So our guest today, babalik lang ako. No? Guest today, she proved that age is just a number. So how about a warm welcome to our guest, Bianca Clarisse
Yeah.
Tan.
Hello,
Hi.
hello.
Hi,
Thank you for
Bianca.
having me today.
Grabe. Wow, maulan na araw, and then
Yes.
thank you for no, for saying yes.
Of course,
Yeah.
thank you for inviting me also.
Wow. Yeah. And I mentioned that you just recently qualified to the world stage. Diba?
Yes.
This coming November kasi Bianca will be doing the Ironman World Championships 70.3 in Marbella, Spain.
Yep,
Grabe.
yep, yep.
This is your first Ironman World Championships.
Yes, my first
Diba?
ever. Actually, Puerto Princesa was also my first
70.3.
70.3. Yeah.
Grabe. Sino nambutol sa'yo?
Si Coach Rujen. Sino pa ba?
Jen, ako the rockstar. Oh my God. Hindi lang songer, rocker, no, also a coach. Yan, grabe. So you're under Rockstar. But later I will
Yes.
talk about that more in detail. But take it, siguro ano lang, flashback lang
Mhm.
on what happened in March when you got your World Championship slot. Alam ko kasi, although alam ko you're just one in the
Yep,
di ba?
yep.
In the age group. Pero syempre anything can happen,
Yeah.
di ba? Mechanical. That day was so hot. Sige, take us to that day.
Actually,
Yeah.
I didn't know na I was only one in my age group.
Oh, really?
Because when you get the text near race day, they
Mm.
text you, oh, you're like 3 in your age group. So I did get that text that we were 3. So I didn't know that I was the only one. I found out when I finished the race.
Oh,
So it was
okay.
really, I had the mindset na we were 3 in my age group. I was
Oo.
assuming they were all world athletes kasi nga I didn't see people beside me.
Oo.
So I didn't think of that na mag-isa ako. Laban pa rin.
Talaga?
Yeah, and honestly, since first 70.3 ko rin, I think in my mind, the strategy really was to enjoy every bit of the race
Nice.
and
Oo.
to grasp every moment kasi nga
Mm.
first time.
Mm. Wow. You talk about first time, no? Origin story lang. How did you get to know about triathlon? Kasi you just turned 25, sabi mo?
26 this
26,
year,
I'm sorry.
yeah.
Okay. So just turned 26 and ako during those times and days, baka nagpa-party pa yata ako noon. Tapos you're into endurance sports na. So tell us about your love for triathlon. How did you discover it? Yeah.
Actually, over the pandemic, I was familiar of triathlon.
Mhm.
So, at that time, may mga linapitan na ako na coaches and teams. I was interested to try training. But at that time,
Wait lang.
syempre,
May nilapitan ka ng coaches and teams.
yeah,
Parang nag-apply ka?
I was messaging if I could, train with them.
Okay.
But then I
Mhm.
was also looking for friends to join me. Kasi I was, syempre, number one girl. Majority
Yeah.
kasi sa teams,
True.
puro boys.
Yeah.
And I was technically beginner a lot kasi medyo seasoned athlete. So, unfortunately, wala akong nahanap na friend who'd want to join. And at that time, so I sabi ko, sige, I won't pursue it. And then, just last year, I wanted to go into running. So, right now kasi uso yung running eh. I had zero background sa running. Kasi completely zero. And historically kasi, I like to try sports. Then wala akong coach and then I end up getting injured. So, close family of friend recommended Coach Rujen.
Wow.
Yeah, so the intention really was to run. So, ang goal sana is makapag-marathon.
Do the majors, for example.
Yes,
Yun yung
yes,
ano.
exactly.
Mhm.
But up to this day, hindi pa ako nakakapag-marathon. 70.3 ang naging goal. So yun, so I started nga running. And I found out he was a triathlete. And he said, why not try training for swim and run? So
Okay.
background, I did swim a bit when I was younger.
Mhm.
mga grade school. So I did
Mm.
tryouts yung sa school varsity, but
Mm.
hindi rin siya nag-flourish kasi it was like 1 year, tas hindi ko rin siya na-pursue. So I would just train for fun over the summers with coach.
Aside from swimming, ano pa yung background mo when you were young? Grade school or high school?
High school, dance naman. Sobrang
Dance.
completely different. Yeah. So I was
Oh,
under the school
okay.
team and I also joined the team called Legit Status at that time. So we would compete abroad.
Parang Red Bull, ano ba to? Dance
Ano,
ba?
hip-hop, ano talaga.
Oh,
So we
yeah.
would compete in the US and all that.
Wow.
So completely different from
Layo,
the
ano?
sport
Oo.
now. Tapos ayun, so nabudol lang talaga ako ni coach. One step at a time.
Okay. So you were looking for people to be with, train, you want to be
Yeah.
inspired because of running. Tapos you found out there's Rockstar Triathlon
Yeah.
by Coach Rujen Lista. Nice.
The
All right.
Rockstar.
Wow. Okay. So you're eh, did you get intimidated kasi nga it's really um mostly seasoned na men, 'di ba?
Yeah.
Oo. Were there times talaga na there were times that you feel like, parang hindi yata ito yung sport na 'to para sa'kin?
A lot of times. A
Okay.
lot. Kasi, yun
Mm.
nga, um, I think most especially when it came to biking. So,
Mhm.
yun, I'm not that great of a biker. And actually, I only started really biking nung July last year. And when I started,
July last
yeah,
year
July
lang.
last year, yeah.
Okay.
I mean, I knew basic, alam mo yung just how to
Balancing.
balance, but I've never ridden really, rode outside sa road and all that. So nung start, I was very hesitant. Coach was really pushing me to start biking. But then
Mhm.
syempre, when you bike kasi outside with a group, majority are boys also, mabilis sila.
Mm.
Tapos, syempre, they're already skilled with the bike skills and all that. So I did really feel hesitant. At that time, marami din ako pushback. Ayoko mag-bike muna. I'll stick to swimming and running. I'll just do aquathlon. But
Okay.
eventually, sabi ni coach, hindi, try mo lang.
Mm.
And very fortunate also, the team, kahit seasoned athletes yung iba, they've been cycling for so long. Very supportive din sila. Syempre, they'll guide us, teach us. So, dun ako naging appreciative. And I think, you really have to take that one step. For sure, may hesitation. But
Mm.
if you don't try it, you'll never know whether kaya mo,
Yeah.
what to learn, how to
Mm.
learn from the rest, and all that.
Yeah. So do you think this is the sport really now for you? Swimming, biking, and running?
Yes, for now, I hope so.
So you're gonna go further pa? Yeah,
Yes,
yeah.
for sure, for sure. I think
Okay. Oo.
dun na-realize ko that I really, really enjoy it. The swim, bike, kahit hindi ako magaling sa bike, run, I really enjoy it. The
Mm.
process. Sometimes training doesn't feel like training. Pag
Mm.
nagba-bike, pag nag-run, na-enjoy namin yung process.
Yeah, yeah.
Yung-
All right. And you mentioned earlier that you're also working, right? No?
Yes.
Yeah, just like most of us. So you're in what business or what sector?
So I work in corporate. So I do sales
Yeah.
and marketing. More on
Okay.
the electrical and energy side.
Mm.
So yeah. So
Alright.
before electronics engineer kasi ako. So but then I decided to work more in the commercial aspect nun.
Okay.
So I work 9 to 5 also. Like
Ooh.
a lot of the triathletes.
Mhm. So you're an electronics engineer.
Yes.
Right. Cool, ah. So how do you ito yung palagi kong question pagdating sa mga you race 70.3, train for 70.3, how do you balance the work,
Yeah.
the triathlon life? It's quite challenging and crazy, 'di ba?
I think time management talaga. Like,
Mhm.
most especially, so, when I start the week, up until now, I really have to plan my entire week. Syempre, we have family, friends also. We have to make time for them. So, if I know na
Yeah.
may gagawin, may gala,
Mhm.
I'll plan it na. So, example, normally we have these training days. But I know na I have no choice. I'll have to miss this. I have to find a way on kung saan siya to squeeze in. Do I have to do a harder training day on this day? And open discussion yun with coach. So sasabihin ko rin sa kanya na, coach, I really can't come. How can I compensate or how can I like
Make up for it.
make up for it? Yeah. So time
Okay.
management. Mahirap.
Alam
But
mo,
we make
yeah.
do.
Interested ako on kasi I know Coach Rujen as a rock star.
Yeah.
I mean, alam mo, before, I'm not sure if na-mention na sa inyo he has before a Rockstar race, no? Rockstar Triathlon
Ah, yeah,
race.
he did
Yeah,
mention.
oo, dati. Pero wala na yun. Pero hindi ko siya alam as a coach eh.
Mm-mm.
How do you describe the coaching? Ano ba siya? Balance ba yung coaching or medyo may push, may pagdating sa'yo? Yeah.
I think I think si coach, he approaches it differently
Hmm?
sa teammates. I think when it comes to me, may push kasi ako, honestly, alam mo yung si coach, he has this tagline na walang mahirap sa mayabang. Unfortunately, hindi ako mayabang. I'm very doubtful
Nakita ko
myself.
yung interview na yun. Nakita ko yun.
Complete opposite. Kasi yun, ang daming hesitation kasi,
Oo.
technically, I'm new to the sport. Beginner, so ang dami ko hesitation. So, lagi ko yan may message, coach, tingin mo kaya ko to. If my training ride na the boys, they want to do this. I'll always message him, do you think I can do this? Kasi ako, I feel na I'm not yet there.
Mm.
Then he'll give me honest, feedback na maybe not yet, but you have to do this.
Okay.
So may push from him. And
Mm.
I think what I like about yung training style rin niya is, the trainings, they're hard, the volume's a lot. But for some reason, minsan hindi talaga siya hindi mo feel na nagte-train ka. Like,
Okay.
you were able to really enjoy it. I mean, don't get me wrong, it's hard Like,
Yeah.
minsan, I'm regretting it mid-ride. But at the end, you feel the feeling of masaya, na-enjoy mo yung entire process, kahit mahirap.
Alright. Wow. So, ganun pala si coach, ano? I mean, kasi I don't know the coaching style.
Yeah.
Siyempre, coaches nowadays around the triathlon community, our triathlon community, medyo iba-iba yung
Yes.
mga styles, di ba? And even the character.
Yeah.
Right? So, yeah. Pero wild dyan si coach. Recently, parang nakita ko, di ba, nag-ano sila? Yung Marathon des Sables sa
Yes.
Morocco. Wow. That's wild. Kaya, actually, I was planning also to bring
Kala ko to
coach.
do the marathon this time.
Nope, not yet. Maybe soon. To invite coach and your team is sa pod. Yeah. Hopefully soon. Yeah. All right. You mentioned kanina 70.3. Let's look at how did you prepare for it? Kasi yung ako just to share, it took me about siguro almost 2 years to decide to go to 70.3. So I did the ladder. Kumbaga, ayan, you mentioned ka nag-aquathon ka muna,
Yeah.
tapos I did the standard, tapos may mga duathlon pa before kasi na mga broken pero medyo mahaba.
Yeah.
Yeah. And like for example, Titan for example. Parang ganun, no? Before I went to 70.3. Ikaw, how was the journey going to your first 70.3 in Puerto Princesa pa? Why Puerto Princesa? Yeah, take us to that. Mm-hmm.
So I started nga with aquathlon. So I think that was around
Which race, if I may ask?
I started with Aquaman.
Aquaman.
Yeah,
Okay.
and then I did Super Series. So it was really swim and run lang.
Okay.
Kasi nga at that time, I was really hesitant to start biking. Actually, I didn't even own a road bike. I had like a 10-year-old mountain bike pa. Tapos sabi ni coach, hindi, bike ka lang. Even if wala pa akong bike, maayos na bike talaga. Sabi niya, hindi, bike ka lang, try mo lang. And then eventually, na-convince niya ako. So I did Tryman. I forgot, I think that was sometime in August.
Okay.
Yeah.
Mm.
So that's when I decided.
Last year lang or
yeah,
last year?
No, just last year.
Last year lang.
Yeah, because I only started last year. So Tryman last year. Right after that, sabi ko, okay, I'll sign up for Puerto Princesa. Ang laki ng gap, jump, no? But also kasi a lot of my teammates decided to sign up for Puerto Princesa.
Sinasabi ko, budulan talaga.
Yes,
yan.
exactly, budol. But also kasi yung support, syempre na
Yeah.
a lot of us were first-timers, beginners. A lot of them also na first time din nila yung Tryman. So sabi ko, okay, we got this, all hands together, we're all in this together. So ayun, but prior Puerto Princesa, I also did Trifactor. But that was maybe 2 or 3 weeks before Puerto Princesa lang.
Yeah, February.
Yes,
This year.
Feb this year.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, so yun yung
Okay.
progression. Medyo quick progression.
Yeah, that was fast, huh?
But
Oo.
yun, I think what really made me push is number
Mm-mm.
one, yung teammates
Correct.
rin.
Yeah.
And syempre from coach also, I seeked his advice whether, he thinks I can do it with the time and with the progress. But syempre, ayun, before he said yes, he also made sure na I'm really committed to the training, that I will do my part because he can guide, but then ultimately it will come
Yeah.
from you rin, whether
Yeah.
kakayanin mo din yung training, the load, the commitment. Yeah.
True. Malaking bagay yung push ng teammate, no?
Yes,
And then
yes.
it gives a certain confidence na, sige, kung ano man mangyari, basta sama-sama tayo, di
Yep.
ba? Ganun yung laging thinking mo. But did you ever do you have any, near DNF moments during any race prior to 70.3?
Maybe not DNF, but then baka DNS pa.
Okay.
Kasi, so we had Puerto Princesa in March, right?
Yun.
March of this year.
Mm.
So early December last year, I started getting, I'm not sure if you're familiar with yung IT band syndrome.
Yeah.
So
I
yun.
had that.
I think it's very common with a lot of athletes.
Mm.
But yun, it was really brought about na sudden, biglang I'm a beginner tapos ang heavy ng
Tumaas yung load.
Yes.
Yeah. Mm-mm.
But
Yeah.
unfortunately, despite doing physical therapy, strength and conditioning, di siya nawawala. So it was getting worse and worse. It was
On your right side or in left side?
in my right side.
Okay.
So it was really bad to the point na I had a hard time walking. Like, normal walk, I couldn't. I was like limping. Tapos, sometimes after training, when I get into the car, diba, drive ka, hindi ako makalabas ng car kasi parang nalalock siya. Tapos, I'm in a lot of pain. So, I was really, really worried kasi I barely had enough time left. Number one, to train. Tapos, I have to do PT and all that. So, I was very worried kasi nga hindi siya nawawala. So many people were telling me na, that's common. Just rest it. Just stretch.
Mawawala din yan.
Yeah, but I kept stretching. Wala pa rin. I kept doing the strength and conditioning. Wala pa rin. So, I think the entire January to Feb, I was really just doing physical therapy. I was actually really couldn't run anymore. Any run, kahit slow run, was completely zero. So, kabado na ako nun. Kakayanin ko pa kasi, number one,
first week of
barely
March,
trained.
yeah.
Thankfully, so
What
even
happened?
up to the week prior to Puerto Princesa, I was still going to physical therapy sa Makati Med. Kasi nga, I was in pain. In Trifactor, I was also in pain, but kinayanan naman. But after, diretso ako Makati Med, release na naman kasi nga na-aggravate yung IT ban. So, I was very, very nervous. At that point, I just really wanted to finish. Sabi ko, it's my first race. Just do my best. Basta matapos, yun.
Wow. And then you basically got the slot. Galing, ano? ano yung na-feel mo nun at that moment when you got the slot for, were you, I think your parents were there din,
No, actually,
Wala ba?
they weren't there. Yeah,
Okay.
I was alone with the team.
Yeah.
naman.
Iba pala yung nakita ko kasi there was a younger yata, no? Nakasama yung parents.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. Sorry. Akala ko, yeah. Oo. Yeah. So, your teammates definitely supported, and how did you feel about it? And iba kasi yung moment na yun eh.
Nakakaiyak.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Okay.
Kasi, syempre, first time mo, tapos first time mo rin maka-experience nun. And I know, well, for me, big deal din siya. And I know for a lot of triathletes rin, it's a very, very big deal. Syempre, I don't know why, kahit na receive pa lang ng yung certificate na you qualified, felt the pressure na, sabi ko, oh my gosh, I have to really, prove, I have to really work hard. Kasi, it's not enough na you qualified eh. You really have to work hard to, do the training just to race that. Kasi nga, eto yung, World Championship eh. So yun. Grateful also. I'm very, very fortunate also. So yun. No
Excited.
words.
Oo, grabe. Kasi a lot of people would, di ba yan nga, would plan for it, qualifying for it, tapos you did it in an instant, very fastly. Very fast, di ba? Wow, congratulations and, maraming sasali ay pupunta
Yes,
sa
yes.
Marbella this November. Even from the Philippines, 'di ba? From Rockstar, ikaw lang or is Coach Rujan also going?
Coach Rujan's also going and a couple of our teammates din. Yeah,
Oh,
I think they
okay.
qualified the year prior sa Davao.
Last
Yeah,
year.
last year,
Okay.
last year.
Oo. Kaya nga dapat pala nag-full na ako nun, eh. Nag-relay kasi ako. Um, Ironman 70.3 qualifications 'no, for Marbella. So what is the plan now? Kasi siyempre, are you training now
Yeah,
o getting into
yeah.
training now?
Continue pa rin. So,
Continue pa rin?
because after Puerto, I did Subic also.
Yeah, oo
So,
nga.
tuloy-tuloy. I think it's really building the base.
Mm.
I made sure actually, I had no intention of doing Subic. So, naisip ko since we had Marbella, tas ang laki ng gap, might as well para ganahan din mag-train. Also, para at least may baseline. Kasi, imagine from your first 70.3 and then yung next mo is World Championship na
Mhm,
agad.
mhm,
Sabi ko,
mhm.
sige, I'll do
Yeah,
Subic. So,
oo nga.
continuous pa rin. Right now,
Tuloy-tuloy lang.
yes, tuloy-tuloy
Mhm,
lang. I think yun
alright.
din yung naging tip ng ng the people I've met sa community. They were telling me na to treat it as a lifestyle, yung training, and not kung meron lang race, dun ka lang magpo-push lagi. So yun, I'm
Mhm,
trying to really build the base, most especially since nga
mhm,
technically beginner, and I'm new
yeah.
to the sport.
Are you kind of person who goes into a race like for example Puerto, Subic, or even now, for Marbella, now that you got the token, are you that triathlete na has a target on the time or to go
Mm.
fast on this one? Kasi may mga ganun eh. May mga iba naman I just like to finish it. I'd
Yeah.
like to enjoy myself, enjoy it with my team. Ikaw, what is
Well,
your
number one
mm.
for me, syempre may target pa rin. For sure,
Talaga?
may target
Oh,
time.
ano pala
But I
'to si
think,
ano? Oo.
ano rin, please set goals for yourself. I
Mm.
like to make sure na challenge ako.
You go
Yeah,
better
do better
every
every
ano.
time.
Mhm.
But I think ultimately is really to enjoy. I think yun yung
Hmm.
priority ko in every race. Not saying naman na mag-relax ako sa race but to ensure na
Yeah.
every step of the way na enjoy ko every moment, yung every push, yung
Oo.
hirap nung climbs, ayun. I
Yeah.
think yun yung big factor for me.
Mhm, mhm. Yeah. Kasi mahirap yung sometimes yung if you put so much naman din pressure on yourself
Yeah,
tapos
yeah.
leading into the race, your A race, important din yung periodization and everything and then the right Are you planning on different races prior to Marbella before November?
Actually, right now, I don't have
Ilang
any
months?
races yet.
Wala pa, wala
Yeah,
pa.
wala pa.
Mm.
But, yun, I'm thinking yung the Titan, maybe it's a good
Mm.
idea to, at it's a good training rin for the
For
leading up.
Marbella, oo.
Yeah, mas lalo yung sa bike, sa run.
Mas mahirap nga daw eh.
Yes, I
Yung
heard. Elevation
the
sa tightness a lot.
yeah, but I'm sure it's gonna help you a lot in Marbella,
True,
no?
true.
Ilan nga yung elevation ng
If
Marbella?
I'm not mistaken, it's 1,800. So close
1.8
to, yeah, 1.8 meters in a span of,
for a 70.3, 90
yeah.
kilometers bike.
So,
Mataas yun,
ahon
1.8.
talaga.
Okay. So ano siya, medyo, kasi ano bang SC-Tex? Parang 1.2 to 1.4? Parang ganun yata.
Yeah, yeah. But I think
Mm.
this is a lot rolling in hills sa Marbella. So,
Oh,
I'll have to be biking a lot.
oo nga. Ano bang strength mo pala? Aside from swim, kasi you mentioned that's your background.
Actually, strength to tala swim. Swim
Swim.
only.
Okay.
So,
Oo.
I really have to amp up my bike and my run.
Yeah, oo. Parehas pala tayo kasi ako background ko rin swim.
Ah, really?
Yeah. Kaya ako hirap akong mag-run.
Hirap, no?
Yeah. Buti pa yung asawa ko, malakas mag-run.
Train together. You should train together.
Oo nga. Yan, another episode yan, yung training together,
Ayun.
Oo. Yeah. So, what's the one thing that you do to hype up yourself before any race? Do you have something in your mind while you're waiting for the swim? May mga ganun eh. Or kunyari during a long ride, 90 kilometers ride, do you
Mhm.
have something that you think of to parang motivate yourself or get yourself, upbeat or sometimes, to push yourself? Meron ka bang ganun na wala naman?
Maybe prior is, lagi kong pinipicture na yung buong, like, the swim, the bike, the run. Na
Hmm.
kung anong gagawin ko, if this happens,
Visualize mo na.
visualize ko na.
Okay.
And
Oo.
I try to stay positive, think of all the good things rather than, what are the bad things that can happen? Kasi nga, diba sabi nga nila, manifest. So, manifest natin na matatapos with no injury, na masaya tayo.
Alright.
And I think during the races, because so far, all the Ironmans that I've done, a lot of my teammates joined also. So,
Okay.
favorite part ko is, seeing them during the race. Yun talaga yung nagfa-fuel. Like, when you see them pass, lalo kang ginaganahan. But not only my teammates, I think I've met a lot of new people din sa community. And then, yung pag chine-cheer ka nila, pinupush ka nila, yun, I think big factor din sa akin yun. Like,
yeah. You just, the hang of being there at that moment and being with other people, especially your co-Pinoys or triathletes na there in the world stage. Yeah, that's nice. Yeah. So, ito question. Do you have plans of doing a full Ironman? Or, qualifying for Kona? Kasi next year, 2026, di ba? Men and women, the first time again, it will be in Kona na.
Yeah.
And I think you have a very decent shot. I mean, you're, diba? Do you think you like to go to Kona? Coach Rujen?
For sure. That's part of the dream, no? But then, I think, trying to, right now, mas lalo na kasi when I started sa triathlon journey, parang bilis lahat eh. It happened so quick. So right now, I'm trying to really enjoy the process. So for sure, in the plans yung to do a full Ironman. And hopefully one day nga, if, I'm fortunate enough with the hard work yun and, to qualify for Kona. So, yun. But I'm not sure if that's next year. Sometime, somewhere along the journey.
Next year kasi may Ironman Philippines eh.
Yeah,
diba?
I heard in, I think Subic.
Well, yun yung na promoter na sabi. Hopefully it gets executed, diba? Kasi medyo mahirap din yung Subic in the last year, diba? So, if you're planning to do that, nako, do a lot of bike.
And run. Brick. A lot of brick.
Oh. So, any thoughts of going to different sport like high rocks? Very in thing ngayon?
Right now? Wala pa naman. But maybe some...
Have you tried Spartan or any...
Actually, before ako nag-triathlon, I did Spartan. I think when I was, hindi pa siya super uso nung time na yun. I think it was... Maybe I was first, second year college. I was doing Spartan. But, yun, hindi rin siya nagtagal. I was into CrossFit also. But unfortunately nga, at that time kasi I was doing a lot of group classes without a proper coach. Then nagka-injury ako. So I almost got a slip disc. So that's why also I'm trying to really be cautious when I train, when I prepare for races. To try to really make sure na walang injury. Because I think medyo na-traumatize ako before. So, in high rocks, not sure yet. Or some other sport. Yeah. Let's see.
Kasi diba? Nandun parang nagkaganunan lang,
no? I see a lot of people nga mga triathletes doing
Oo. It looks fun, Looks fun and yun nga lang, parang ang difference na nakikita ko lang ngayon is that you're enclosed lang for high rocks. You're enclosed into a gym. Diba? Pero kasi when you're into triathlon, I mean, if you wanna go to Nice, for example, again next year, for 70.3, grabe eh. The Riviera. Kasi pag nagano ka doon. Oo eh. Yun yung maganda. And I'm sure you're gonna see the terrain in Marbella. Sobrang ganda niyan. Baba ka doon, picture ka.
Doon na yung cellphone eh.
Kasi plano ko nga dyan, na-GoPro sana. Kaso, ang hirap pala nito. Hindi mo alam isipin mo. Alam mo yun? Oo, diba? What's just something siguro ng mga difference. Pero iba rin yung nga, I mean, it's good you've done Spartan and hopefully, alright.
Let's see. Yeah. Ano pa, long journey pa sa triathlon eh. Just started, so.
Yeah. Mahaba-haba pang ang journey mo. Yeah, all right. So, ito naman, Bianca, let's get to know Bianca better.
Mhm.
Para mga short bursts lang to ng mga easy questions
Okay.
on probably of your friends or for our viewers and listeners na to get to know you, our guest for today. Yan. So tawag natin dito lightning round.
Okay.
Yan, okay. So quick questions, fun questions na wala questions with answers hopefully. Ikaw, number one question, your favorite pre and post race meal? Meron
Pre,
ka bang ganun? Oo.
pre, anything carbs. Anything
Anything na
carbs.
carbs.
Anything
Okay.
not specific. Kasi,
Oo.
basta carbs na medyo healthy kasi nga pre-race eh.
Ano ka talaga, no? Medyo healthy, ano ka, no? Na
I try to be as
keen
much
on,
as I can.
what you
But
eat.
then
Alright.
yung post-race, baka ma-judge.
Okay lang.
Hindi naman laging post-race, but ideally, ito yung gusto kong kainin lagi
Okay.
is instant noodles.
Instant noodles. Okay.
Yeah, actually, after Puerto Princesa,
Oo.
kasi I was in a rush na to fly back.
Oo.
As soon as I got home, that's the first thing I ate. But nung Subic, hindi na kasi
Okay.
medyo unhealthy.
Oo. Meron kasing iba, talagang very, diba,
Na every
systematic.
single time.
Bread and jam, peanut
Pag
butter,
ganun.
diba? Yung mga ganun, no?
But actually, pre-race meal
Oo.
ko is the night before. So normally, on the day of the
Cereal.
race, I don't eat anything in the morning.
Okay.
Yeah.
Interesting. Okay. And then noodles.
Yeah.
Okay. Alright.
Instant noodles.
Okay.
Yeah,
Alright.
mga Korean, mga Korean.
Oo nga eh. Yeah. Alright. Second question kay Bianca. Your training music of choice. When you train, where outdoor, indoor, what do you listen to? Yan.
Normally, EDM.
No,
Yeah.
okay.
Puro beats lang.
Okay. Alright. So parang to
But
get you
sometimes
pumping.
nga, actually, when I started doing triathlon, I noticed a lot of the triathletes, yung iba walang music. So, na-try ko rin siya. And actually, na-appreciate ko siya. Kasi pag nag-run ka, yung narinig mo yung footsteps. Yeah,
Yung hinga mo,
cadence
no?
mo, yung
Oo,
hinga
yeah.
mo.
Oo. Talagang natural lang na Para kasi, you try to apply it also because ito yung simulation ng race talaga.
Yeah, exactly.
Wala kang mga music no? Oh, yeah, alright. Do you have any race day ritual na ginagawa? Wala naman?
Well, I mean, apart from, actually marami yung series of preparing all your stuff. I think yung most important is prayers. Yeah,
Alright.
I think
Okay.
mas lalo na the night before, like before sleeping, and when you wake up, prayers, offering really the entire, all the hard work that you've done to Lord, thanking Him na nakaabot tayo to this point.
You were there.
Yeah.
Nice. Oo. Do you talagang meticulous ka ba dyan? May checklist, gano'n?
Yes.
Na,
Because overthinker ako eh. Worried ako na, that's why I tend to overpack also. Kasi ang haba ng list.
Siguro dyan ba, binibigyan kayo ng list? O, alam nyo na yan, ha?
Well, syempre, nung first
Okay.
IM, like,
Meron
really gave
pa.
us, kasi a lot of us didn't have any experience. But then, nung sa Subic, sabi niya, alam niyo na yan. You know what to do. So, yun.
Alright. So, fourth question na ba? Yeah. If meron ka bang na-idolize na woman or female triathlete in the Philippines that, if you're given a chance, you can train with them? Yeah.
Madami.
Dito, sa atin muna dito. Sino? Sa
Madami.
tingin mo? Yeah. Sa tingin mo, sino yung gusto mong maka-podcast din? Makausap. Yeah.
Maybe si Ines.
Ines?
Yeah.
Okay.
I've never met her though. I see lang.
Do you
Kasi
like to meet her? Then,
pwede ba ma-arrange?
Okay, Ines,
Yeah.
kasi mabilis, Ines.
Super.
Yeah, oo. Yeah.
Ang galing.
Yeah.
I think also the grit and determination all throughout the years. Yeah.
Alright. Pro. Mga
Pro.
female pro. Sinang ina-idolize mo in the circuit? Yeah.
Maybe si Lucy Charles.
Lucy Charles?
Yeah.
Okay.
I think most especially, especially when I first got to know triathlon, siya yung mga first kasi na I found out about. Tapos yung story din niya, very inspiring. Yung
Mm.
na,
Mm.
despite yung challenges nga, at that time, I think she didn't make it sa national team ba yun? Or for the
For swim.
Olympics, for swim.
Mm-mm.
But you find other ways, grit, find other
Mm.
challenges, and
Alright.
ang galing.
Okay. Any male na pro na inaano? Sino mga
No one
Norwegians or are you into the scientific training mga ganun?
nothing
Hindi
specific
naman.
naman.
Okay. Alright.
But ang galing ng ang bibilis nila. I can't imagine.
Yeah.
Ang
Oo.
galing.
Recently, di ba?
Yes.
Parang, ano ba yan? Frankfurt, di ba? Oo. Galing ni
Super fast.
Blumenfeld. Okay. Oo. Yeah. Oh. Yeah. So, ano pa ba? Anyone that you'd like to thank? We're almost at the end of the show. And anyone that like you to give a shout out and say thanks to anyone. Yeah.
Well,
Just a
number
good
one,
time.
thank you again for having me.
All
Super
right.
But yun, thank you so much sa family, sa friends for supporting me here. I think that's been a big factor throughout the journey. Most especially also thank you sa teammates. Honestly, I wouldn't have joined or I wouldn't have progressed to this point without them. Masano din kay Coach Rujen. And apart from that, syempre thank you to Hub also, to Unison the Bike Shop, and Hammer Nutrition for always, supporting out through the recess and the guidance throughout the training blocks as well. Yun.
Yeah. Wow. Congratulations, Bianca,
Thank you.
for qualifying for the World Championships. I know this is just the start of your journey. Talagang, I mean, at this young age, I'm quite actually, intrigued din kasi I really wanted to know yung mga younger, athletes like you guys na who qualified into the triathlon scene eh. Kasi hindi lahat, 'di ba, na in your age na who would do triathlon talaga. Yeah. Okay. So, guys, thank you for tuning in. So another episode of Shockless podcast. If you were fired up by Bianca's story, please like, subscribe, and also share, our channel. We are available on YouTube and also on Spotify. We also have short form content on Instagram. We're also on Threads. And wherever you actually hear from a podcast, we're there. So follow Rockstar Triathlon, Coach Rujen, Bianca Tan, and follow the show, follow the page, follow the Pod Network. Hopefully, we'll get more of do more of our shows here at TPN. All right, so we'll see you soon. Thank you. Bye. Thank you, Bianca.
Thank you.
All right.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.